Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what is? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I know yesterday so many people were confused, like, what happened to Showbiz Daily? Because whilst they were enjoying the show into the 40th minute, who was even talking?
Roland.
Roland was talking, poof. They realized the show ended. You don't know. Judgment Day actually happened. Do you know what they call Ohimre? Rapture. Roland was raptured from the show, and when Roland was raptured, we thought that Roland to me could have him. We also forced ourselves to be raptured. So let's power outage. We couldn't resist it, as a matter of fact, and we are still waiting for anointed electricals to bring us our plant so we can put on air conditioning and all our lights. Because the plant we have or the generator we have here is not strong enough to power the things we want to power. Anointed electricals gave us promise since last year. We are still waiting. So yesterday, if the show ended abruptly around that same time, blame anointed electricals. They have not. It's not as if their plant is not working. It's because they've not provided us our own. But we are fine. Today we pray that by the time you finish, there will still be enough power to continue with the work of God. Man like Kobe Josman, the nation's blogger, is here. Kobe, welcome.
Thank you, boss.
Well, Nana Regan is also here. He tells me they are going back onto the road after Wendy Shea's recovery. So in terms, or in case you were feeling that Wendy Shea will not be performing, because I think in one of my interviews with the boss, he said they might not be performing very soon, but just so you know, she is back on the road. So you can also start booking them. Christmas is here. Let's do some more. And in Team Dodo Solomon is also here for us to do our business here on Showbiz Daily. As it stands now, I want you to be a part of it with your commentary, be part of it with your comments, and tell others that Sammy Flex and his people are back fully and ready to do what they know how to do best. Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of our shows. And for information, If you just joined us, subscribe to us and let's do some more. Tap Send is also here. Tap Send is keeping us active. So if you want to send money from abroad to Ghana, remember only one app does it for you, and that is Tap Send. Get yours today, and later you would say thank you to me because it is the best in town. Obia say yeah. That is what I want you guys to know. Now, Kobe Joseph was telling us he was at the what's it called? Occupy Jubilee House.
Yeah.
What were you there to do?
I want to cover, update my followers with regards to the happenings in the country. So.
Chief blogger.
The nation's
I tell you.
Yes, sir.
So just use some 1 minute to pick, to give us a picture of how the whole thing was since you were there to cover. Give us 1 minute.
I think with the first day and second day, I couldn't get up.
So it was how many? 3 days?
3 days, yeah.
Hey, Chalaman for
So that was on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I told myself I'll do everything possible to be at the, protest on the very final day. So I went there. I think that day, comparing to some of the controversies that was going on online with the police attacking the
protesters.
Yes, it wasn't like that. I saw kind of a cordial relationships with the protesters and the police, and compared to other things.
But I think Ghana police, they are professional in some things. Me too, I saw them.
Yes.
How they were just standing there, just with making sure you don't misbehave.
Yes.
You just stand there and do your thing, but to misbehave, they will use minimum force on you.
I think at some point now I'm up say more they wish they can do one or two things in favor of them, but because of their position, they can't do that. So it came like a consensus between them at some point. They need to understand them, but there was a blockade. That was they getting access to the Jubilee
But
House,
my interest was when you told Currency Dems that you guys were served with food, water, and body.
Sure.
Sure. Then that was a party you guys went to, like a float.
and
who
you guys went for a carnival?
I personally I can't pinpoint say we near the buy, but I can what I can say.
But it's coming from the
organizers. Yeah.
Okay.
I was at
That's
some point they
okay.
provided water for all the protesters because the bedroom baby nice people was like my bread, that kind of stuff. So they make provisions for that. And
so water and food.
Yes,
and body.
Not necessary body, but
and
there was
drinks.
some kind of energy drinks and stuff.
Say
So I
it
can't
like that.
more or less say body yes.
Drinks.
Mabubu on our
Sammy, there's one interesting thing that happened at Miankasa, like manager. These are most of the times, demonstration we more or less cause harm, like we create more problems, trying to destroy some of the things or maybe later around. But with this one, on the final day that I was there myself, there wasn't anything as such. Whatever waste that was done that very day, there were people going out, picking them one after the other.
The protesters.
Yes. So after the whole event, the whole place was neat as we came and everything was on point. So they did everything possible. Just that the police couldn't allow them for them to go to the Jubilee House to.
No, you can't go to
Jubilee
for that
House
one like that.
Nana,
what do you also think about the Occupy Jubilee House? I know you have not commented on it yet.
Yes, Rasami. I think our youth need to reposition themselves in our political landscape or political space because some of these
in
things,
their political understanding.
I've said it over and over again that I'm not against protest.
Yeah,
you understand. Whatever thing you want to advocate for, you have every right to do that. But your approach and your ways of doing it will tell whether you will get results or you will not get any results. And we need to be very serious with some of these protests, or especially in our political space, because of how bad we would all admit that the country, the system has become. So some of these things, we don't even have to give people that impression that, like that seriousness, like you can't completely say or see the seriousness in the youth. And when I see things like that, it saddens my heart. Like I say, so what is all this? What is the interest? Like the organizers at the end of the day, what did they want to achieve? I mean, I've been to some of these protests before, and the main reason why I am careful in attending protests today is this: I have witnessed a plot. I have witnessed where organizers want to engage or have an engagement sort of with the police or the security services, so that they will come out to say that, oh, the police is brutalizing the protesters. They are doing this. So when I realized it was a deliberate thing, it was deliberately planned. I sat back and said, no, then I have to be careful. I have to choose
how you become
part of such protest. Because at the end of the day, the organizers that have sat down to plan these things, they know how it is going to happen and how they can escape it.
Yeah.
But the innocent Ghanaian youth don't know it's a plot.
They are following blindly.
They are just following blindly and with emotions. So if it happens, omo emotions ne be escalating yamanafe before you realize obieni ba ko ayera. Obieni timenya won hwe. Yeah. So me, I just sat down and said, okay, fine. If I want to protest, I will see who is organizing the thing, the interest of the group or the person, and how it is being done. It is being carried. And no be motivating me na me de me baba ko she mo bon say dia me so me gina street. So yes idea, we will still use our voices on social media to say some things that ebia yenso ye ninje wana say ye hwa enko ye ne nyama nyama, because in Ghana's political space there udi agora you see, we are using same format and same measures, and we are looking out for results like different way. It will not happen. It will give us the same results. So me, I will say that our youth needs to reposition them, especially going into an election year. Yeah. You really need to sit down and think about some of these things. No, in fact, don't make somebody convince you. Sit back and say that, okay, I am going out to do this because of A, B, C, D. And at the end of the day, me going out as a protester, I want to achieve this. Forget about who is leading the protest. Forget about anybody, because it's been how many days now? Is it 3 or 2 days now after the protest? The presidency, whoever people are, the leaders that are in charge of this, have not even responded to whatever petitions they presented to the people. Yeah. And you've done protests for 3 good days, and nothing is happening. And we should be happy.
I hear they're about to go again.
So the thing is, how many times are you going to do it?
Yeah, I hear there's going to be some UN conference in Ghana, and they are targeting those days.
It is just
so when the people are back to Ghana, that they are coming to do a UN conference. That's when they also be telling the world that the people that you think they are okay, they are not.
You see, it is just political play. It is just political play. Like I don't see it having the country's name or the people at heart like that. It is just political play. That is why they will even be targeting some of these days. Because if you really want to do some of these things and you don't want it to affect the name of the country, but you need some change or some results, you won't even bother targeting some of these days. You just make your statements clear out there. You will carry your message to the people and let them understand that. See, these are the message coming from the general public. It is not like it is coming from an opposition political party. Some of the celebrities that were out there, let's check on their timelines today after the 3 days. Nobody that mean after going to the protest, Ghana's problem is solved.
I see. Well, guys, thank you so much. I think myself and Chemo, we've had time to talk about the show a little bit.
Sure.
The demo a little bit.
I want to,
you want to
emphasize this. Occupy Jubilee House used to be Occupy Flagstaff House or Occupy Ghana. And the by the leaders who organized at the time said it's non-partisan. By most of the leaders now have position in government. The Occupy Ghana leaders. You can go on their website, check them. At the time that they were demonstration, and most of them are like politically, they have position in government. Let me put it that way.
So
some
now,
of them are ministers.
Most of them were MPP people. Then.
Yes, most of them were MPP people. But at the time, they said that it's non-partisan. They just want a good living for Ghanaians. And I will not be surprised the same thing will happen if NDC wins. Most of the leaders of Occupy Jubilee House will be part of the government. Like they will get positions. So me, I will caution the youth. Yes, it's good to protest for the hardship that you think you feel, but be careful not to allow them to use you
to do anybody's business.
Yes, because I mean that's how it will end. The leaders will get position, and the sad part is that when there's hardship like it is now, the Occupy Flagstaff House people, they are still in this hardship, but they are not protesting again. Because now they are in a position to feel better than ordinary person. And we had people who were part of Occupy Ghana who are now still part of Occupy Jubilee. The leaders will still go, and that guy will still be protesting every year. So it's like you are just pushing for somebody to get a better living than yourself. So they should be careful for them not to be used. That's
because we are talking about the Occupy Jubilee House, I want us to look at one takeaway from that particular story, and I'm talking about Black Sherif. Looks like after a tweet, after a famous tweet from Black Sherif, he seems to be mentioned by so many people. I saw Malik Kweku Bakon, who actually commented on Facebook that Black Sherif should be cautioned with what he is saying. And today, Omahene Kwabena Sante, who is also one of the loudmouth political show hosts on Asempa FM as well as on Adom TV, has also spoken, and he's also cautioning Black Sherif for what he tweeted when it comes to Occupy Jubilee House and matters around politics in Ghana. Richie, if you want me to read Sherif's story, it says, Black Sherif cautioned over UN Akufo-Addo tweet, and says, popular Ghanaian media personality Omahene Kwabena Sante has warned Black Sherif to desist from meddling in government issues if he is not privy to facts. He has lambasted a singer for criticizing President Akufo-Addo for his harmless statement at the just ended United Nations General Debate in New York. At the conference, President Akufo-Addo asked that a sum of $88 billion be returned to the African continent as reparations to African nations for the slave trade. Now, the president, during his submission, also said African states are annually losing more than $88 billion through illicit financial flows. Now, this is a quotation. It says, you are keeping our $88 billion and still calling us corrupt? Yes, those monies too must be returned to the continent. It is difficult to understand what the recipient countries are comfortable retaining such funds while labeling those countries from which the money is taken as corrupt, Akufo-Addo told the assembly. Now, in reaction to this, Black Sherif, in a quest to add his voice to the Occupy Jubilee House protest, claimed that the president asked for an insanely huge amount of money from developed countries during the United Nations conference in New York. Blacko, in a bid to chide the government for its lack of accountability, after securing such huge sums, said there is no evidence for all the monies the government has asked and received from countless institutions. And it goes on to say that. So this is the Black Sherif tweet, what I'm about to read. And it says, left the UN conference in New York City right after the president of Ghana's presentation. I've never heard a figure like what he asked for from the UN. So if they carry all this money, give them, where did they take pass? Hand on my heart, I tell you there is no evidence for all the monies these people they borrow in our name. And if the people whose struggles you document to go ask for money want accountability, you send Koti, make them, they beat them. Lord knows this battle is ours. Wanna go here? He wrote on Twitter. While his tweet earned applause from a section of the public, particularly from the protesters, Omahene Kwabena Asante disagrees with him at all levels. He is just joining the bandwagon. Does he know what that money is being used for? oh no, he shouldn't just be saying things like this. He said there is no evidence of what they are borrowing the money for, and that is not even true. There is no evidence. If there is no evidence, what about the hospital projects NDC built and NPP came to complete? If you are not satisfied with the pace of development, it is different from saying that there is nothing to show for the loans we take. Does he think MPs are clueless? He might not be happy with the pace of development, but he shouldn't lie. It is not a fact. Do you think if we didn't utilize the loans, they would have kept giving us? Let's be fair to ourselves. Let's follow the principle. If you don't understand the system, take your time and understand. It is not a music scene. He's misrepresenting the facts. He filmed during a discussion on Adom FM. He then issued a stern warning to the Yaya crooner, where he says the president was addressing some people and clearly he didn't understand the context. He should be careful, very careful, very, very careful. This is a critical issue. And like I said earlier, Kweku Bako Malik, or Malik Kweku Bako, had also made a similar commentary on Facebook, where he also cautioned Black Sherif that you should be careful. If you don't understand the politics, keep quiet. Chabo,
Yeah.
what do you think about these cautions coming from some political heads to Black Sherif?
Yeah, there are two sides to this. First of all, Black Sherif, it will be difficult for him to go after politicians like the way he is trying to. What he said, I agree with him about 80%. But it's difficult to go that direction. I think the best way for him is to put it in a song. That one, nobody can come after him. And it has been done many times. If you are a musician, that's the best way to go. But if you come out and say things that he's saying, he may get it right today. But tomorrow it will be difficult for him to comment again. Because the truth is that, as the guy, the Oman Hene said, you will not have the facts to defend whatever you say.
Exactly.
So it's better for you don't go there. When opportunity comes for you to say something, I mean, the best way to address it in detail or deep, if you want to, then is to go your talent way, like put it in a song. And then it's there for people to judge or interpret it in their own way.
Okay.
It will be better for Black Sherif to go that direction. But what he said, I mean, about 80% of it, I will agree with him. And then on my Sante, I think he's also deceiving the public in the way that he
responded.
Respond to the whole
talking
thing.
about the MPs
And
and
blah, 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 blah.
it was different from this contest.
Yes, exactly. So it's like he's also intimidating him not to even go there. You have to tell him how he should do it.
Yes.
I think Oman Hill Kwabra Sante is wrong.
Because the reparation money is different from loans that we go for.
And reparation money, in fact, I'm surprised that somebody like Nana Akufo-Addo even say that. I mean, it's a shame for those who know history and how things work.
But was he really serious when he said that?
Well, I wish he wasn't serious. That's what I wish. I wish he wasn't serious, because if he was saying it from like the seriousness of it, the white people will laugh at us. They will think that our leaders are clueless. They don't know what you are doing.
To say you want
your own people. In fact, Nanado, if there's anybody to pay reparation to any slave people, I think Nanado's family should be the first to do that, because he come from a royal family, and we know the history. The royals were catching people and selling them. So if there's anybody, it's his ancestors who did the bad thing by selling their own people to the white people. As I've said it here before, they were not strong enough to catch anybody. In fact, malaria will kill them faster than even catching a person. So they will come and stay at the shore, waiting for them, for our own people, our leaders, the kings, and then the strong ones.
The royals.
They will catch people and then then they will take them to the seaside for the white people to take them away. The whites, they couldn't enter because malaria will kill them. It took a long time before they even decided to. Yes. So if there's anybody to pay reparation, I think Nandado's family is the first to do that, because he is coming from a royal home. So for you to go and ask for the whites that you need reparation, it was a bad idea. Just that I will not advise Black Sherif to even comment
there,
on,
because he also didn't know.
No, yes, detail of it.
But come to think of it, when I saw the tweet at first, I also said, well, did Black Sherif
really the one
write the one writing this?
Yeah, me too. I had the same thing. So that's why I'm saying that the best thing for Oman to do is to tell Black Sherif that there's a better way to go about it. So even if you want to say some, it's good for you to put it in a song. That one, it will be difficult for people to hold you to it because everybody will interpret it in their own way. But if you are coming direct like that, it's like you know what is happening and you are ready to defend it. And I think within some short time, Black Sherif will find one thing. Let's give it to him that he did it. He wrote whatever is there. But this is it. Next time, if you don't say some, your own people will insult you because you are not talking. If you talk, you may not be able to defend it, like what is happening to Sako there at some point. And so I will advise him to rather put it in a song, go in that direction. And on my Kwabena Santi, as a journalist, I think it's a shame for him to also intimidate Black Sherif not to also comment on issues happening to Ghana. You should rather tell him how he should do it. The same thing to Malik Kwekubakun. After being in politics, I've been a journalist for such a long time. I think it's wrong. The kind of political influence you have. It's also wrong. And even how you did it, fighting for rights, democracy and all that, and you went to prison and other things happened to you. I think it's not fair for him to also put fear in Black Sherif not to comment about our political issue or national issue. But you should rather be directing him how he should do it. But it's like they are just pushing some fear in him, like, hey, don't come here. Don't say this. Yeah, don't, I mean. You don't have the locals to say it. Yes, I think that one too is not fair for them to do that. But yes, I'll agree with them with the part that Black Sherif should do it through his music. Okay. It will be far, far better and effective than him coming out the way he did. That's what I would say. Well,
Nana, do you also think that when it comes to politics, our celebrities should not be forced into this? Because reading the thing and me having some feeling that it was not Black Sherif who was talking, and the fact that during the Occupy Jubilee House, there were some people who were just chasing celebrities. Come and say something. Come and say something. Come and say something. Come and say something.
If you don't say anything, they will.
If you don't say that, they insult you. It could even be Charlie Beckham Binane, Obi Nim now betting me this agenda national. Just use this and tweet.
Yeah. And before that, I was arguing with somebody about the Sarkodie issue. And I was saying that, okay, let's admit that Sarkodie is part of the MPP government, or he's a sympathizer of MPP government. So he doesn't support what is going on. What is so wrong that you have to insult him? Let's take it like he's MPP guy. He's not happy with what is happening, like your protest. He doesn't care. Why are you insulting him? Can't he choose to be part of MPP? With that? Why are you not insulting Nanado, who knows the hardship but he's not part of the protest?
And who has the resources to do what he is?
Why are you not insulting the ministers who are not part of the protest but they admit that there's hardship in Ghana? But you insult Sarkodie, who admits that there's hardship in Ghana but he chose not to be part of the protest. That's not fair, and in fact it's against democracy that you are trying to preach. I think people should watch out for those things.
Well, Nana, take over from there.
First, I think per my understanding to what Nana Akufo-Addo said at the UN, I think it wasn't something he went there to discuss. Okay. I don't see it like that. So maybe we shouldn't make it look like that. I think it came up in the conversation or whatever address that he was giving, because clearly even the quote you read in the story was a response to something. It wasn't like 100% address to come and seek for something or anything. So let's make that clear. With Black Sherif's tweet, it is very, very unfortunate. I always say that if you don't have any good words to say, or if you don't have any good thing to say, it's better you keep quiet.
Good.
Don't make anybody influence or force you to come and say anything. In politics, Masa, say, oh, my woman, I want to show anymore. Nobody have to force you to say that I did cost you and so come and say something. Come and say something for what? For who? You have to be saying something for yourself.
You're right.
Why should somebody come on Twitter and come and say, Nanarega, why are you quiet? Why are you sleeping? Yes, I have to fight for myself. So if you want to fight for yourself, you want to be on the street and you think that is how you can bring up change, fine. Maybe what I can even take my phone and post on Facebook can also do more than you being on the street.
True.
So let's allow people to, you see, me, I think it came out of influence.
Yeah,
that is how I see.
Black Sherif.
Yeah, the tweet just came because clearly
everybody was forcing. Charlie, that day you have to say something about it.
Clearly, he does not understand the topic, like anything, the UN thing that he was even relating his tweets to. He doesn't understand it at all, 100%. He doesn't even. So chipping in, and you see, that is how our politicians play their political game. They will pick the topic that is trending and then they will chip in with Nyamana will be a basic no be him say so that when they want to defend themselves they will go and use those things to defend themselves. But clearly
you look at your weakness too.
Yes, so you don't have to like be saying things like this. Now Black Sherif is a big brand though. So even
very influential.
Tweeting this also tells your knowledge that you have. And it is bad on your brand for people to also know that so you don't like know anything about whatever that is going on and then what is happening in our political space. It's also bad. It doesn't only affect whoever that you are addressing, but it also speaks of you as a person, the brand. Yeah. So you need to know what you want to, which topic you want to engage or involve yourself in addressing or discussing, so that when you are opening your mouth or when you are tweeting or you find yourself on any platform to talk, you will not speak ignorantly.
Anyhow.
So me, for Black Sherif and the other celebrities, I will say it and say it again. Don't let any Ghanaian person or group or anybody force you to say anything politically.
Yeah.
If you see the need to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all have interest.
Yeah.
All of us. 80 to 90% of the people on the street.
Everybody who comments on it.
Yes, everybody have interest. You might never know my interest. I might, like Chemo have always been saying, I'll come to you and say, oh, it is in the interest of every Ghanaian. But it might be my personal interest.
Yeah.
So don't let anybody force you and say, oh, why are you going to, why are you quiet? Why are you sleeping? Why are you not on the streets? Asa, if you think you have something important doing, go and do it all. Because me, I've said it time and time without number. Say, in Ghana, we have only 2 leaders now. It is very, very unfortunate that we have NDC and MPP leaders.
And they are the people who are rotating
the thing.
Now
we know them
2 times. They deliver.
We know them. We know how they are.
The next person.
If at this time you don't know how these 2 political parties or these 2 leaders are playing it or playing with your mind, then you have a problem. So the celebrities we should not question. I agree with the question that is going to Black Sherif.
Okay.
I mean, it's for his own good. Learn to know from Kokubako and Omai. It is for your own good. I don't think they are putting any fear in you. As I'm sitting here, if you are discussing entertainment issues, and I don't say it to like the points, like where I need to say it, or I don't even understand what we are discussing, and I come here and I speak anyhow, and somebody says, Nana Vegan, you have to be careful the way you talk. You need to know facts. You need to check, like, get knowledge about the things that you want to talk about. How is that fair? The person is just telling me to go and learn.
No, I think they were telling him to keep quiet, not to go and learn.
Well, anyhow,
that's the fear.
Anyhow,
I was also suggesting they could have told him to. Yeah.
Anyhow, he understands it. Will be his own personal thing. how somebody will say be careful about doing this. Me, if you tell me to be careful about something and I know I am doing the right thing, I'll do it again. But if I know I got something wrong, I will sit down and think about it. When if something was wrong, I will know, and I will go and learn to correct it. That's all.
So let me go on to Kobe Josvan, the nation's blogger, and pick his opinion finally on this quick one. Then move on to the next business.
Yeah, brother Sammy. First of all, we should all know this. Nobody has this country at heart. To say you to say Obian Shadan Dogana Sao. Everybody doing anything.
Not even the president.
Brother Sammy, it's all in the name of personal interest.
Yeah.
Why would someone decide to go to other place and forgo the other one? It's because to him, everyone himself Kobenya Bibi Waho and Obenya Fasobi Waho. So everybody doing anything in this world is because of personal interest. That is it. So we should forget about say I love the MSA. See I can't say yina yinjina ho yen can say dogana pa. Brasame yina boleta ya boa. We are all doing things why because we are sitting here. Yes. Nobody really care about Ghana like that too. You care today because you have to care because you are going to benefit from certain things that you're looking up to. That is it.
Yeah.
And that is the reason people can say, let's support. Because he's pushing an agenda, say, bien.
Yeah.
That is it. So, comment dinner, obey pushing an agenda to make it seem, say, yeah, he really care about everybody. If we want to see this, let me use this scenario. Unemployment Student Association. The president will be the head with a voice crying, say, oh, we are unemployed. Chema president in your Jumanye. So that is it. Why is it when the president got an employment, he didn't stay rally behind those people, fight for them, but decided to what? Relax somewhere. Because at that moment he needed something. If he has gotten what he want,
he knew that boy and not
that is it. So once you have a the president and have a executive, fight for yourself and get satisfied. Until then, nobody really care about it. And secondly, too, I don't support the angle that Black Sherif chose.
Okay.
But he said the only if we want to deceive ourselves. At the end of the day. Yeah, come back and say they build hospitals.
Okay, but the question is that reparation
is different.
Reparation is different from borrowing.
Maybe you go for
and that is the angle that I'm trying to say. Maybe he took it wrong. The angle that he was heading to, he got it wrong. But on the rare fact,
the statement that he said,
but on the rare fact, if we are to open it, make it a conversation, most of the things that he said in it was true.
Yeah.
But angle no, they fire no. And I want to agree to some points. Those are saying they want to caution him. Brother Sammy, we know how we do our politics in this country. So me, if you are a celebrity, tell me I can say now we need more grounds here. I will never encourage you to venture into political issues. Because irrespective of the angle that you choose, Brother Sammy, it will hunt against you moving forward. We know people that stood behind some certain political parties and that ended their career.
That's true.
We know people that stood behind one political party thinking that they are pushing a national agenda. And when that same political party went to opposition, that ended their career. So if you are not strong enough, I will never advise you, say, even you are doing entertainment, just be in your entertainment zone. That is it. So person who did now carry a new room there. Just be at your zone. But if you want to play cards like this, the same people, if I will insert an example, we will see some of the pundits when they say certain things against this political party. You see the opposition political party, they'll be happy about it. Let them come into power and let that same pundit say the same thing. You will see how they'll be hunting that same person. So this thing should clearly tell you, say they don't share that they care about you like that too. If you go in favor of them, you are theirs. But if it doesn't go in their favor, forget about it. So let no one influence you to make certain decision, and that is it. And when some common fans, people that they are pushing artists, at the end of the day, your people are buying tickets for you, so go cry for them, massa. And you weigh your strength. If you can't go a battle, and you know for sure that this battle you are going to lose, don't go. If people are pushing you to say certain things and you know for sure, so at the end of the day, what you are saying will haunt you or will push you to a problem. Why do you have to force yourself? Social media and you'll be able to make an argument.
Good example. Teacher Kojo, where is he?
Gone. He's a goner now.
And who is feeding him?
Sister Kojo is a goner.
Teacher Kojo.
Yeah.
Teacher Kojo.
He's a goner.
So that is the same thing that we are talking about. So you might think you are pushing an agenda in favor of somebody or trying to fight for people, but the same people will hunt you when the time comes for them to hunt you. So be mindful of what you say. And this internet, this social media thing, Sammy, until maybe once and so people, you get people to go get their time and pull out some of the things, silly things that you did online. So be careful some of the things that we put out there, because whatever that you are doing today, either good or bad, they will hunt you moving forward in the future.
Let me add this bit. See, to add up to what he is saying, people need to understand that even today on social media, some of the influencers that goes about chasing celebrities, it is planned. They've been paid. I'm saying this in camera. I'm telling you. Sure. They have received their monies and they. I am saying this. I am saying that.
Do you have evidence?
You have evidence.
Oh.
You go explain that.
Me, I go explain that. I'm saying that. I'm saying it again. I said most of these social media influencers that goes on Twitter, Facebook to target celebrities to go and say they should to call out people. Most of them, they've received their monies already. In fact, they've been assigned to do that. They have purposefully been assigned to do what they do on social media. So sometimes when you are also there, of course, you will get party fanatics who party leaders will not reach out to them, but the moment they see that influencers have started this, they will join. So if you are doing it, you have to be very, very careful. Everything that is happening in your faces, 60%, 70% of it is business. If you don't understand this, you suffer. You suffer in your hunger.
Because people are negotiating behind the scenes.
So that is why I'm saying that first do the thing from within. Understand that. Don't memo being and cash be beyond chiro. And to me, so is say first and I say me 100 cedis mobile money. Now me say me call me office wa shoma. Aba Sammy Flex Akofia. Make me calculation say me trotro lawyer fair and kokrai be about 25 cedis there. Trotro lawyer fair be ko. Now me di baby about 30 cedis be. Me say nya scan be abifi. And then me 200 cedis ko na me call shoma me ba na asa. Men train say o man my head it me go street so na me go protest it. Like are you okay?
Are you mad? Well, so that is just, by the way, one angle of the Occupy Jubilee House being discussed heavily here in the studios by Kobe Josvan, immediately left to me, Nana Reagan in the middle, and in team.
I heard that Jubilee House means house of thieves.
Jubilee.
House of thieves.
Yes, it means house
so
of thieves.
Why do you want to occupy House of Thieves?
To stop them from stealing.
Or do you also want to be
No, to stop them from stealing.
So after you stop them, and then the stop is when there's a change in government. So when there's a change in government, so you come and occupy the Jubilee House.
No. When they live there, it wouldn't be Jubilee again. When they live there, it wouldn't be Jubilee. Okay, let's move on. There is an ongoing story that I'm also interested in. I tried to do my background investigation to prove otherwise of this particular story, and the information I'm getting even makes it more worrying. You know, on one of Nanama McBrown's editions of Showtime, Nanama McBrown hosted a guy who said he was physically challenged. In fact, I heard his name to be Shata Kakai. Or Kakai Shatta, one of them. Who didn't quite say with them?
Oh, Charlie. Shatta and Kakai. Kakai is the song title,
Charlie,
and Shatta is the name.
If someone saw the said, this is what Shatta's brand is doing. So as it stands now, the story out there is that the gentleman called Shata Kakai has been arrested. And according to the story, he's been arrested because he has either defrauded or attempted to defraud someone. And if you come into the industry, people are making fun of it. Like, okay, when you take a name like this is what happens to you. And the disturbing factor is that when I did my research about this whole thing, I realized that what the guy is even saying is not true. So this was when he went to Nana Mama Brown, Kakai Shatta with Empress Nana Mama Brown. This was when he went to Nana Mama Brown. In fact, when I also watched the video, I felt sorry because yes, we see people with physical challenges or disabilities, but this one, his level was like hopeless. And looking at his age, and if really and truly he was like that, he has been seen on the street hawking pure water, as they call it here in Ghana, or sachet water. This and that is what you see. And now, this guy is saying that all these things he was doing was not real, as in he wasn't physically challenged, but he was just doing this for people to have some kind of sympathy towards those who are physically challenged. So once he appeared on the TV screens, I heard he showed the world that yes, I'm not physically challenged, I'm not AKA disabled, but I can walk. He actually showed it on the screen. He walked for people to know that. So that was a good cause the guy was on. Now, latest is that, okay, so this is what is on the screen. Someone says, drama panye on Onya Showtime with Nana Mama Brown, Atemuda, and Kakai Shatta, part 1. And that is what it was saying. As this guy, information I'm gathering, real information I'm gathering is that he is shooting a skit, one of them comedy skit song. And in the comedy skit, he's put out an angle that says that he has been arrested and that he is being arrested for fraud, but the details were not tight. So I asked my studio people, have you guys heard of the Shata Kakai story, blah, 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 boom, 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 and they are telling me, oh, they've not even heard. And later, so this is the photo of those who are in the photo crowd. They should be in trouble if really the IGP is going to chance on this story.
Well, I think it's a real police.
Yes, no, that's a real police station.
Yeah.
That's a real police station, yes. Indeed. It's a real police station. So now I hear that he has been arrested for what they call fraudulent activities. And I called one of the chief producers of the show. That is Nana Mama Brown's show. I'm talking about Kobiche, I won't hide it. And I asked Kobiche, Kobi, oh, I heard your guy, he came to support you guys to do content. I hear he's been arrested. He says, Brasam, it is not true. They are just shooting a comic series. So they just want to use this to create hype for themselves. I said, And now, big portals are writing stories about this. So maybe Richie can just show the story on Ghana Web KK. Big portals are writing stories and nobody is even making it look like, oh, maybe the story is just some hearsays or rumors. They are reporting like he has been really arrested. And look at this. It says popular TikToker Kakai Shatta arrested for pretending to be disabled. And this is, I've read a full story. The story did not at a point guess or came across like it's a rumor. The story was reported like a popular TikToker has been arrested, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. And finding out that all these things are fake, I'm even shocked. Or is the media also aware of this hype and therefore they are helping him to build the hype? Is the media really guilty of some of these things? Like, do we do some of these things? I'm asking that we use precious airtime, precious space, that people would really come and listen to some serious information, and we come and we are helping to build what? Hype for someone? Well, this is a big story though. Nana, maybe you can take this up to start with. Yes, oh boy. Shatta Kakai. Or Kakai Shatta. Yes, oh boy.
Shata Kakai.
Me, I want to speak to our media, traditional media. No disrespect to anybody. In fact, with all due respect, Kevin Taylor's all due respect.
Yeah.
I think you guys need to, be a bit proactive. Because I think our media is becoming more lazy,
and
like
porous.
every day, every blessed day. And because of trends, right now, the only productivity we look at is trends. How did your story trend? How did your show trend? Who is trending? That is the only productivity everybody is looking at, and it is really affecting.
And your numbers.
And it is affecting us, because now when a media house or a newsroom gets an information, because they want to break the news first and get whatever numbers and trends, they don't even cross-check. They don't do any.
Remember when
diligence
City TV or City FM also did same to medical?
Yes.
There was some fake tweet like that, and
Yes.
they captured it as
exactly
medical talking.
So if we don't take care, we will be repeating some of these mistakes every now and then, and people are becoming so. I don't.
Discerning.
Let me not use the word
people
wise.
are becoming discerning.
Like people are becoming smart on social media to the extent that they know what a better media for. So they play it like that, and then boom. Like just sit down and just ask yourself, why would these guys have the talent to create content, and then they will finish and then they say we want to create a stunt of such caliber to market the content that we have, because they know the media will pick it up and talk about it without even doing any research about it. And it's bad on the part of the media, especially the traditional media. As for the blogs and whatever people, it is fine. Somebody almost Twitter and social media and TikTok and no media going so it's former almost space in my bet traditional media that validates some of these people, that they don't do cross-checking and all of that. That's
the real job.
Because if they investigate, story like they would have gotten to the bottom of it and come out to say that no, this guy is maybe shitty content, and I say they all kind of cry and I say Tama unim Tama this guy Biniman Eba Ghana during the COVID days. A story broke out. And it was the same thing. When the story broke out, in fact, I saw stories on Adom and TV and radio, and some of the sources that they were quoting and how they were presenting the story made me so good. Because the day they almost break your story, no, na me menya story. No. In fact, na Sammy are making Kuami that is a witness. Na menya story in 3 days to the day they broke the story, and I discussed it with Kuami, and I make Kuami say, Kuami was smart enough to say no. If I break this story on City News, it will be good, but let me do background checks first. Until the third day, I don't.
You were even going to be like in charge.
You understand? The third day, we saw Adum. Everybody was talking about the thing. Binima has been arrested. Binima this. Binima that. But like the real fact, the truth, they don't even. And when they are even reporting rumors, that they report it as facts. That is my worry. Like speculations. They report it like I say.
This is it.
We know what is happening.
What are the keywords?
Like our media. So where are we growing to? Where are we heading towards to? It's sad, but I mean, it's so a hard job. Like we need a whole 48 hours to sit there and talk about it.
And then a class for stadium.
To set up.
Seriously. Like any small thing, but then the media just validates, they pick it up and without any cross checking. Look at Dr. Ewan's awards. Mukoji award including journalists. Mukoji award answer number bones say it has got nothing to do with UN. But they all went there thinking say a UN sponsored or organized activity. But and come bet me as media people, come bet me here.
You have the resources.
You have everything at your disposal to do cross fact checking and to know say no, this our Charlie. Ubeko be a careful be our kwa who say enye you and ade na akọ din na that's you and keke. But community na coin. Eko G award ni be twitwa mfoni gu social media so. After they buy na
even on their own platform.
Yes, some of them were celebrating and discussing it. Adene Pascal we no. Eno mo afi adani emi wo me say flash there the moment cry. Koko kwa mo fan no. Koko kwa mo fan ko ton.
Is yeah, I'm going to turn them that.
Ebi jinya ponko.
Ya mo ponko.
Oh,
if you saw that ponko was up.
In as much as some of these things sounds very funny, yeah. Serious.
No, very critical.
That's I mean, serious. Me when it happens like this, media and I me person me like I ask what is happening. It is a media and I from then I said the ordinary Ghanaian, they are normal fan and I fan as a fan because on what social media no crown or per trend no the that.
Yeah.
It's on the no that is the but the media it shouldn't just be about trends. What sort of productivity crown I? Hey, nyama se sound. Brother, me nyama se sound papa. Hey, because time I will be yes reporter will be send nyama channel manager answer na ya be a news editor ho na answer na approve story. Me kind those days flex yeah when we write stories not story there sensitive kakasa. That's it no that. The one go approve
Asafo mi bia na.
Sorry, the one go approve amara. Ese because we
can patch our coaches money.
So me I would wish that our media will be on their toes. We shouldn't laugh about some of these things. They should be on their toes. See, it is better to take your time to break a factual
verified story.
Yes. It is much better. In fact, I know crab more mileage than so be people who know what could see no be patch out. Like how? Why? Charlie.
Well,
Shata Kakai.
Shata Kakai.
Shatta Kakai.
Someone said it to me. The person who was actually teasing me with it said, Shatta. Wow.
We. On Zandy Woman. Reply.
It looks funny, but
like what the fuck?
It looks funny, but it's a serious issue. Just and canon. Sometimes you hear media, the direction that they are heading towards, especially the traditional media, I get heartbroken. Like I ask myself, I ask myself, say,
no, say Stunt no,
yeah,
maybe I'm different.
I think I long ago.
Omuma na ye ankasa e na I say ya be sorry wo boa onye sa bia e no mo pagya no de ne kom.
We want to the police for.
Well,
At
the point that's what we assume.
Investigate them.
At the point that we're trying to police. So these are part of the stunt, the whole stunt, you know.
I see.
Can you imagine?
Until we're achieving it.
Kobe, hold on. Let's listen to the background noise.
Okay.
Richie, so you can start playing. Let's listen to the background noise and listen to what was said proper.
Sir, me catch me. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. Masa mesti punya buat lawyer. Punya buat lawyer no. Yang betul. Jalan kita dah tu. Abang. Masa kamu nak fashion mana ni? Mesti nak betul. Nak betul. Nak betul sih saya kamu influence.
Of course, they are in
wow. Kobe,
So,
continue.
just
You brought this one.
Yeah.
But let me say that I've called Kobiche because of his appearance on the Nanama McBrown program on Showtime. I knew definitely there will be some affiliation there. So I called Kobiche to find out if really and truly they are following this matter. And he said, he's telling me Nanama McBrown is not even happy. Because in all the stories, her name is being attached to it.
Yeah.
And there is arrest and there is police. She is not, and Nanama McBrown is not really happy with this particular story, as a matter of fact. But this is someone also enjoying and cashing out. Kobe, yes.
So I think the media are being lazy of late, and if a nemponi huni say, then moving forward in the future, the better time. Because right now, instead of them to sometimes even go further steps to more or less find the truth behind whatever thing that they are reporting, they feel like, oh, let me just be there. And then sometimes so post how you see it from coming from a blogger. I mean, and the next moment when a media house be posted, with no investigation, more should be found. Won't send them posted. So I sometimes ask myself, say, are they doing the job as a media house? Like, I mean, exhibiting that kind of journalism ethics now, or they are just doing it just because of numbers or attention. And right now, so I had to say the media too is also chasing clouds to say much more attention. We don't want controversy. Then there's a program there should be a topic for them for other media houses to discuss about it.
Okay.
And that is what is causing them to lose their grounds. And if we don't take care, that will be a problem, because that is the only hope that we have in this country now. As when it comes to our space, if bloggers, let me say, bloggers are not doing what is needful, we expect them say, even if it is wrong at that angle, we expect them say they will rather correct it and make us understand say this news is not a news to be trusted or it's not genuine, but it is coming from this source. But how do we even authenticate say this is the right source and this is not the right source? And to the guy too, I think say shouldn't be something that we should encourage. Why is that 1 year cripple you have to deceive the public, say you find yourself in that situation one way or the other? I see say he's trying to ridicule those people. Because it wouldn't be fair to someone who is a cripple and you are trying to paint the picture say you are just for sympathy's sake. So that thing he needs to be cautioned on that, and I think it shouldn't be something that we should encourage, because say Adibi will have encourage it means anybody at the comedy comedy true comedy and say comedy a comedy it means you have to go there, stand something and try to create some impression just to deceive the public. So it is not the right. And to the arrest too, I think there should be a proper investigation about it. So as if
really they took him to the well, if it is acting, they can still
even if
police station
for permit and other stuff. Even if it is not true, but I think the police should come up with some information to make the public understand that this is the falabai or maybe the source or whatever stance of the current happenings. And that's how we will always keep on exaggerating, say certain things be the police for because their name is now in it. And McBrown to the image McBrown so So no, so one way or the other, and so best serve it as a problem, like a blockade to the others. What if someone to my grandma also want to push someone? I mean, give the spotlight. So you also have a problem to the person. So if you get opportunity somewhere, don't serve as a disadvantage to the others too, because you are thinking about what you eat, but also think about someone who is also looking for that platform to also shine.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, Chamo, you can wrap up with this.
Yeah, I'll be brief on it because they have said a lot about it. Well, I think now I'm conflicted. The point is that he has every right, or he can decide to act like a cripple in his skits or in any video that he is doing. I think there's nothing wrong with that. But now he's making it, if he make it in a way that people will believe him, if it is in a skit, there's not, you can't do much. But now that he's even involving the police to come out with a fake story just to sell his product, it's unethical. That's why Nana Mama Brown will not be happy.
Will not be happy, yeah.
Yes, because I don't think if she was aware, she would be part of it, or she would try to involve herself. She will not. So if you do it by deceiving people, especially a huge figure like Nana Mama Brown, just to also make your name or be in the game, that's not fair. That's not fair. And I think, I don't know who ever advised him to go this direction, but it will not give him what he was looking for. I think those who are trying to come out and want to use that means should learn. I mean, you won't get it because you are deceiving the public. Do a good job and find a better way to sell it. Not deceiving people will give you the numbers that you are looking for. Now after this, your credibility is gone, like from whatever to zero. Anything that you do now, people are thinking, is it real? Is it like all the time? So me, I'll advise them, even if you do a stunt like some of these things, try your best to let it be about just you. Don't involve people so that you achieve your aim, because the end will not always be that good for you, especially if you involve others. If it is about you, then fine. At some point you can review it and say whatever. Even that one, you may even suffer some form of for it. But to go to this extent, and you are not going to use any ordinary person but Nana Mama Brown, that's huge. I think they went too far, and
extremely far.
Yes, and this thing may not go well for him at the end of the day, and I think people should learn from it. Yeah, and then the media, the media too. I think now they are competing with the bloggers. The bloggers are making far good money than them, and they want to find a way to also get in there. But I think with the resources that they have, they can do better. They can do far better. Even if you want to do a story like this, I mean, you can make it sound like a rumor or something. Like in journalism, there are some of these things that you can do just to save yourself, because this is what we have heard, and we are also discussing, or we are also writing about it. People will take it like that. I mean, at least the discerning ones will not take it that serious. But if you make it like as a okra no breaking news, now that's not cool. I think the media should work on that thing. It will not help anybody.
Ghana will put a question mark at the end of their head. And the content of the story is something different.
That trick there,
but the content creators, we should caution them all. Some of these things is very risky, because I'm even surprised they were able to do this thing successfully at Kaneshi. Kaneshi, where we know, pickpockets and the other people, and somebody can easily pick up a stick and hit your head with it. Yes. So they should be very, very careful, because we don't want reports where maybe after you deciding to create a stance, you end up in the hospital, or you probably end up dead, and then somebody will come and explain that, we were just shooting something to hype ourselves. So it will be a very sad story. So they should be very, very careful about. If you want to create stunts and hypes, you need to be very tight. Stunts are for professionals. So.
Yeah.
It is not anybody that can create stunts.
Yeah.
They are for professional. People pay huge sums of money for stunts to be created for them.
Yeah.
So if you think you have your phone, you have friends, so you can go and stand anywhere and create any stunts, you might endanger your life. So they have to be very, very careful. We are all chasing the numbers. TikTok numbers, when you have it, this is good. But it is not better than your life.
Yeah.
If you have life, you have enough opportunity. So they have to be very, very careful.
Well, let's try to look at this.
And caution those who are trying to shame or link it to Shatta. Because of Kakai and Shatta. You know, Shatta has a hit song called Kakai.
Yeah.
And the name is Shatta. So the guy has taken
the number of people who are Shatta.
So I think people should
desist from that. Yeah. Well, let's look at this very final story, then we can run away from here. It is about something I think we discussed on CTV, I want to believe. And finally, I've seen a response from a musician who is also speaking about the same thing. It's about dancer Incredible Ziggy. When in an interview he said, in an interview he had with Andy Dusty, he said that musicians of today are lazy. They are sleeping. In that, according to him, when they put out a song, they don't do much. But rather, it is the dancers who are doing everything. They record these songs, they record videos, they do reels promoting these songs, and that is what Incredible Ziggy had said in that particular interview, that today's artists, they are sleeping. They are not doing anything. When they record the songs, we the dancers, we shoot dance routines with it, we do reels, and we promote the song for them when they are sleeping. Because of this, people even put pressure on him to apologize. I remember he wrote a letter using his letterhead apologizing to musicians who were affected and those who were not happy with him. In this interview with Kojo Sheldon, Kuami Eugene has also responded to him, describing that particular as not a good one to musicians of today, and I want us to handle this as okay. So this was the statement from Incredible Ziggy. My producer would want me to read briefly. It says, "Dear cherished fans of Incredible Ziggy and lovers of music and dance, I was recently interviewed on Ghana's esteemed media outlet Hit FM, discussing the important topic of recognizing dancers on major entertainment platforms, given the vital role they play in promoting music. Regrettably, it seems that my comments have been misunderstood, and I would like to clarify that we are all interconnected in the same creative family. In reality, all I intended to say was we are all part of the same artistic ecosystem, and our collaborations are what makes the industry thrive. Dancers help bring the music created by our hard-working musicians to life through our incredible talent, creativity, and dance routines, hence the quest for recognition through award platforms. It is the synergy between artists and dancers that truly makes the magic. I apologize for any offense caused and want to emphasize my respect for artists and the entire entertainment industry. Let's celebrate each other's talent and work together to create unforgettable art. Thank you for your understanding, and I look forward to a future filled with incredible collaborations and positive energy." And it was signed by himself, Incredible Ziggy. Now, in this video, Kuami Eugene has also responded to Incredible Ziggy, and this video is credited to Kojo Sheldon's YouTube channel, that is Kojo Sheldon Studios. Let's go and watch this. When I come back, we take it from here.
Hold on, TikTok. Now, recently, Ziggy said artists are sleeping. Some artists are sleeping. Dancers are blowing. Hold on, TikTok. Now, recently, Ziggy said artists are sleeping. Some artists are sleeping. Dancers are blowing up their songs for them. Where do you stand?
I'm a big fan of Ziggy, but that was quite childish.
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Okay.
But sometimes...
So it wasn't, that is not the only thing that he said. He said the dancers, they need recognition on the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards stage because they played a role in catapulting some of your songs to the...
They actually play a role. That one
Okay.
there, you can take it from them.
So do they
They
need...
play a very big role. So I think, I mean, it won't be bad if they give them, I mean, an award for participating in
Okay.
how much they try for this.
Okay. For the sleeping side, you know, they vibe.
For the sleeping side, I think it's a huge disrespect.
Okay.
For Ziggy to come out and say some of the artists they sleep. You don't know what's going on. Actually, and some of them are charging really big money
To actually dance to the
So you think to dance to music, what he's doing is not for free.
It's
So,
not for
and he
free.
thinks someone is sleeping. You understand what you're doing? You're charging the person before you do it for them. And it's like you're selling. You're in a market and you're selling tomatoes and someone comes to buy your tomatoes. They pay you money and they don't come for one or few days and you're thinking they're sleeping in their house just because.
Maybe a car crab on.
You understand?
Yeah.
Or you don't know what's going on. He can't put a song out there. You understand? So the fact that you're on an avenue now, they have to go through you to one way or the other gets their song out there. It doesn't mean they sleep. Bro,
Okay.
I think it's kind of disrespectful.
Okay.
I don't know who he was thinking of before.
Okay. Maybe I have to be down.
I don't know the team, maybe I mean, it's what I'm saying. I don't know who he was thinking of. Like, or Jin Obi, but whoever that person is.
Okay.
I think say a disrespect.
Okay.
Because open numbers will come hard musicians.
Oh, I mean, I do music content. I know what we are talking about.
We get hard numbers.
Yes,
you
a
understand?
lot. Like
it's just that, and there was Party.
Slim Basta.
So he's not the first to do this, and this thing has been going on for a very long time.
There are some songs
we've
too that have
always
gone
needed
viral
dancers.
without them. Yeah.
We've always needed dancers, and it's just the beauty of the game that bring your effort small, make I bring my effort small. Let's put it
Ecosystem.
together and let's make this thing work. But we never go sit there talk say dancers they sleep before. Because I'm just speaking for my people. I think we respect them that much to go and sit say, you see a party or Sakra you post even or that now.
Kwame,
Well, so that was Kuami Eugene's response to Incredible Ziggy. And I want us to wrap up with this particular story briefly. Let me start with Kobe. Kobe, yes, what do you also think about this?
First of all, I think Incredible has already apologized, so we just have to be kind to him.
That's it.
We just have to be kind to him.
Be kind, though. The things they go through.
I swear you don't have a clue. So, personally, the kind of there, just as Kuami Eugene said, and I think I love Kuami Eugene's response. I think my whole interview, sir, but I think this one has been one of my best interviews from Kuami Eugene.
Wow.
His delivery and point he
Awesome
hit
point,
it
yeah.
right on the nail. But to say sir Obi that why do you have to say that? I still have to be calm. I have to bash him too. Because just as Kuami Eugene can, you they pay for your services. And let's establish this thing. Some musician you are dancer, what will you dance to? So sometimes when when they're okay, they think everybody is okay like that. It shouldn't be that. They should always give that respect to them, because sometimes to even get lyrics, rack your brains, get lyrics, compose, and for it to become danceable, so we can say they should stop. Playing a love song and play a danceable song. The same thing attribute to that, and it all boils up to the personal interest as something can. No, Jenny Siko Benyano. Sandrum never forward. Then you say release a song that is danceable, no on fansa. No any followers, so as you can get endorsement from that. But forgetting say even if for artists to even go to the studio to record, it takes money.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, you can't go to your studio and record.
True.
And today we still have the agenda say Ghanaians are not doing good songs. Meanwhile, so they are doing the best songs out there. But we are still always saying say Ghanaians musicians are not doing the good song. So they always have to get time for themselves, come up with a good product so that you can also enjoy. So they should take it cool from there and stop being more or less selfish. Sometimes you should think about them, because the last time I heard someone quote, even an upcoming guys, we were Kaswa, Obi Baba Yen, Rasam, boy, and then it's called charging a boy and I'm friendly being like, come on and they just like that. So just imagine a starter and someone like Incredible Ziggy. It is not easy. Sika come. So sometimes they should take it cool from there and also pray say this musician will come up with a good product so that they can also enjoy and eat from it. If not, they will be hungry. But all being the same, I think say with the size the VGMA should recognize them. Just as Kuami Eugene said, we all know say they play vital roles to whatever products that the musician come up with, the mileage and other contributions and other good things that comes out of it too. They also contribute. So it wouldn't be bad if VGMA allocates a slot for them to also honor these dancers, and I think it also go a long way to even benefit the upcoming ones and even motivate some of these people. Now, papa said they are just wasting their time, but will also make them understand say it is a career that if you play your cards well, you do it well, or you make your things right, you more or less benefit and be something that will feed the whole family. Anointed, new genset, Abba. So Charlie, you know get genset, you talk matter, then they do your face. Then we punch your light, you go back. So your own is in the pipeline.
Politician, political talk.
Flex Entertainment is a huge platform. So it shouldn't be anything just like that. We should offer you something that will suit the brand. So with that much said, to discount neighbor this year, baby, December and some banty. If you want to play your shows, you need a generator to rent. I would be shows ninya. We do all these things. What generator and so not per se service amount. Maintenance will be amount. So if you come to Anointed, we sell spare parts to quality one and quality generator to silent. I know the thing can come there at your door and we get it sorted.
Nana, close the show for us.
Yeah, right. I mean, with Kuami Eugene's comment or views on Incredible Ziggy's opinion or whatever. I think he's right. I said the other day that Incredible Ziggy did not, comment well with that statement, because you cannot think or assume that somebody is being lazy after giving you a product to market for them. You can't, like, from all angles he was wrong. I remember I posted the story on Facebook and I had some of the multimedia guys coming to say that he was speaking from a promotional perspective and blah blah blah. And I'm saying he is still wrong. Even if you are talking about promotion, if an artist doesn't have money to call Incredible Ziggy, he will not work for the artist. So first thing is that the artist and his or her team will sit down to plan a promotional budget. He's not. Have you seen a sleeping person planning a promotional budget before? Or somebody that is snoring that is talking about money? Have you seen some before? No. So the people are not sleeping. They have to go and look for. In fact, they have to go and look for promotional money. If you know how to look for promotional money, you not sit. You not sit anywhere and say somebody is sleeping. I'm about to so they had the pen to paper. So Busache more than the PDF young just go PDF document. Men man say obi because you think there are a few ones that are coming to you as a dancer or a dance influencer and no, it was a wrong comment and I'm happy. I've not seen the apology honestly, but once you are saying it, I want to believe it is true. So I am happy he has come out or realized that what he said.
So he read it. You were not here.
Oh, okay. I was not here. So I am happy he has come out to apologize. It is good. I mean, when you err and you admit you didn't get it right, so you apologize. It is okay. We are all human beings, so we move. So next time he wouldn't. I don't think he's going to make any such call. I don't know why this TikTok influencers and dancers. I say, like what have they seen?
They want more. That's it. I mean, it's obvious.
But Charlie, they should be careful with their comment because people are reading ego and pride in whatever comment or how they are portraying themselves lately. And it's not good. So they should lion se tiger ne. Well, I'm talking about say yeah, they na calm. We na industry no be strong pa.
Well, Chamo, we are closing.
Yeah, I will be brief on this one. And the thing is, incredible Ziggy is nobody without musicians. Because he dances to their songs. So for you to say that they are sleeping, it means you are admitting that you are nobody. In fact, when they are sleeping, you are not making anything, or you two, you are not doing anything. So maybe he's not happy that they are not coming for him, or he's not getting what he's supposed to get. I think, yeah, the obvious thing is that nobody really wants to support or help anybody. I mean, it's so obvious, but people still don't get it.
I want to support. now plug up is here. We want to support like 100 artists.
What you wish is that what you wish is that people will do their part. You too, you do your part and make money. So it's like Charlie. I think I would have agreed with him saying that. Like he wished that the musician would do more so that he will also do more. Then people will know that yes, you are fighting for your interest, but you know that if it is going well for the musician, you too, you will benefit. But they will make it look like for them, they in fact they don't want anything. They just want the musician to do well. I mean, if you say it like that, then you will start misbehaving. Like the way he spoke, it was so wrong, and it's good that he has come out to apologize, and now he's even saying that collaboration. It would have been best if he knew that collaboration would be a better word than to say that they are sleeping.
Yes. But he explained it beautifully in the letter.
Yes, but he couldn't say that. Why? Or maybe somebody is coaching him to say it right.
I know, right? I know.
At the end of the day,
the same thing changed. Yeah.
Collaboration, which is different.
The same thing. So the thing is, we should all wish that the things will work in the system for us to also benefit. True. Don't come out and make it look like I want to help you guys in a media. I'm okay. Nobody is okay. We all want money, or we all want to survive. And for us to survive
from what
we are doing. Yeah. So, and that being said, we should all wish that every sector will be doing well. And don't make it look like, I mean, you people, you are not doing well. I want to help you. You are not going to help anybody. You want to help yourself. So we should all like work together, collaborate, and we will all survive. That's
yeah. With Chemo disagreeing with support. I want to say that there are some of us that are still giving support to people.
Yeah,
so plug up is here.
Oh yeah. What is your logo? You've not released it.
I've not released it. I will release it maybe.
That one there.
But I've not done my judgment yet.
On the logo. So I want to say that if you are doing your birthday parties, your weddings, everything about event planning, yes. Good. We have all the people. We have DJs. We have MCs, hypes men
to support.
The support we will give is that. We will give is that. Let me explain the support. Let me explain the support for Chemo. People are protesting that the economy is bad. The system is hard. Plug up is going to give support. Like 15% discount, 20% discount, depending on
what a good way to support.
Depending on what you are doing. So we are here to make sure your event and ceremonies will be very, very colorful. If you need artists, if you want to book artists, you can contact me. My number is 0242 788-306, or you can contact the numbers on the screen still, and the message will come to me.
Guys, thank you so much. We can only end it here. It has been marvelous coming your way again with the Showbiz Daily program. Yesterday we gave you a quarter of it, not even half. It was a quarter program, but today we've been able to give you a full show. Thank you so much. Special thank you to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, and to my wonderful pandit here, Intimdodo Solomon. He is also called Chemo, online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited. And if you have any issues to do with with your digital streaming monetization, you can also contact him. Nana Reagan, he is the road manager for one of Ghana's female artists, Wendy Shea. And I told you they are back on the road. So if you want to have any gigs with them this Christmas, either here in Ghana or outer Ghana, contact them for all the negotiations. And the nation, let's also talk about Plug Up. Yeah, they already support with 15%.
Yeah.
Christmas, wow, event here. And every event is also part of us. So Sammy Flex TV will be there, even coverage and things. So we go do, so to support. You also
Exactly. Sammy Flex will be supporting.
Yes,
Support.
Chemo, you have to understand.
Oh, I understand, pa.
And to the nation's blogger, Kobe Josvan, he has a blogger and as a technician, engineer at Anointed Electricals. My name is Sammy Flex. To our peeps in London, this weekend we will be touching down. And just so you know, Ghana Music Awards UK. Get your ticket. We want to have more numbers this time around. Let's show the world that really and truly we control. So come in your numbers and let's see what happens on the day. Sammy Flex is here. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. I'll meet you when I meet you. We are out of here. Bye-bye.